What's her name?
Cross court conversations.
There we go.
What's her name? It's
Let's see.
hilarious.
I forgot the dash. That's what I had to look it up. Passport conversations. Gosh, darn it. Baby, can you put that? Ooh, can you please grab that spoon and put that bowl? Put it on the counter in the kitchen. Grab the black bowl. Grab the black bowl. No, the other one. Yes, and put it in the kitchen. Put it on the counter, please. Baby Ray was about to mess up our carpet. Even worse. The Cross Court Conversation podcast. As we...
Are we are live.
Oh, goodness.
It's live.
Oh, rundown of last night's.
We are live. Just the heads up, Daisy.
Last night's NBA Finals game. I'm trying to type as fast as I can. Hold on, let me get the thing. Oh my gosh, that sounds horrible. I just heard myself. I gotta mute that. Okay, here we go.
That's crazy.
My goodness. Oh, you didn't type anything on the tape recorder.
I know.
It's just blank.
That's because that's the emergency podcast one.
That's the boy. Okay.
Listen, if I go back and take it and edit it up, then I'll put something there. But for now, it's on loop. It's on a loop. Let me post it to Twitter.
And I'm trying to tag y'all in the Facebook.
But yeah, it's been.
Oh man.
There we go. Oops, darn it. I need to make it public, not just friends. Hold on.
I be forgetting to do that with my Facebook posts also. I be having some of them blocked from my mama.
Don't do Mama Banana like that. Don't do her like that. Let her see who you are. Let her see how
I block her and all the old people on my Facebook. Anytime I want to say something crazy, I block her and all the old people.
Dang.
You know we live, and she probably ain't blocked from this post, so you better hope she don't ever play it back.
Yeah, that's fine. She's not gonna play it back.
You don't know
she should know by now. She's been told about a post by the old people before. It was like, I didn't see that post, and I was like, yeah, because I blocked you from it. Now I'm gonna go block them.
Horrible. Oh, let me put in the B&D Discord.
Love you, mama.
No, sir.
Love you bunches.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I definitely don't be posting to the B&D. I should.
I'm about to say my lives posting there on their own, and I haven't posted a YouTube video in so long. So
I'm still trying to figure out why my stream information isn't popping up when I go live on Twitch.
Wonder if your Twitch is connected to your Discord.
It is. It was popping up before, but I had stopped streaming for a while, and now it's not popping up. But Q checked, and it popped up the other day, but then it stopped popping up again.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let me put my professional voice on. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't start it the same because this is emergency. Emergency. Welcome to Cross Court Conversation. Girl, go somewhere. Cannot reach it. Oh my goodness. Y'all introduce it. Hold on.
What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Cross Court Conversations, where we are very much unqualified to give our opinion, but we give it anyway.
And we just as confused as the rest of y'all.
Especially after last night. Our host Daisy is she stepped away for a second, but she will be back. I am Mastiff, one of the
I am Banana.
What are we called again?
Oh no, Daisy's the moderator. We're the host.
Daisy's the moderator,
Daisy's
and
the moderator. We're the host. And we're still new guys. All right, this all would have been cut out. Doing this live for y'all.
Listen, we were gonna. I thought about saying let's just go live last night after the game, but I was tired.
I was too. Even though I stayed up to about 1:30 watching all the chaos on the internet happening.
I told Daisy, and listen, if the Knicks win, which right now 3-1 lead is looking like it, I told Daisy I wouldn't be surprised if on the news we heard about a lot of people getting shot.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be riots and all types of stuff. And I hate it for the older Knicks fans because it's gonna be all the young ones.
Yes. And like maybe there won't be any shootings, but there will be tramplings and people will be hurt.
Oh yeah. There'll be some police cars. I still remember it was the championship, the Alabama beat Georgia national championship, and we went wild on the strip. Like, so I can just imagine how crazy it's gonna be for the Knicks because it's been 56 years since they would have gotten to this point.
I just want to say this though. As a fan base, you gotta be a little bit more. I'm not gonna say professional because that's for the athlete, but you gotta have some more tact as a fan. There should be no reason of you waiting outside of the NBA players' hotel to throw an egg at Wemby.
Well, see, here's the thing though, because people always say the whole thing about act like you've been here before. But unless you're 56 and up, they haven't been here, so they don't know how to act. All right,
that's crazy. I'm like, they threw an egg at Wemby. Like, why? It's like 4 a.m. or something. It's like it's late.
Because Wemby said he was in Mitchell Robinson's head, so now he got an egg on his head.
Okay, I need Wemby. Hey, Wemby should not talk during the game like that because second half he went 3 of 14 or something like that.
3 of 14, 1 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 big free throws.
Oh, those 2 misses that hurt. Those 2 misses hurt for sure.
What's so crazy is because I was back watching at that point. Well, let's just go in order. We'll just go in order from the game because I'll just start off by saying I was watching this first quarter. I started watching the game right around the time that Cat picked up his second foul. I was like, oh boy. I was like, all right, this is going to start turning for the worse. And they were like 6 or 8 from 3. At that point, I was like, this game is bad. I still stuck out and watched that whole first quarter until they got, I can't remember if they were up by 20 or it was close to 20 at that point, but I was like, this game is over. Like, I watched enough finals to be like, all right, this was a wrap. This is the blowout game. It's one that happens usually in every final blowout game from one of the other sides. Like the year Cavs hit like 20 plus threes against the Warriors. I'm like, all right, Warriors, y'all not winning this game. They hit 20 plus threes in this game. All right, just wrap it up, come back next time. So I turned the game off at that point.
Yeah. I think that's probably I turned the game on around midway through the second quarter. That's when they had a sizable lead. I think the largest lead that they had was like 29 points.
Mm-hmm. And
I watched all the way to halftime, and then I left to go get food because I didn't feel like cooking. So I went to go get some fast food. When I came back, the third quarter had started, and it was still a pretty big lead. I stepped away for a second. I came back. It was down to 15, and then that's when like Daisy started messing in like the Discord, like, "Are you watching Banana?"
Yeah, and that's what. Well, before Hold on, wait. My AirPods just died. It always have the AirPod die. But before that, you had messaged me, like, I guess in the second quarter when you started watching it. It was like, but then are you seeing this? I said, yeah, I was seeing it. I turned the game off.
Yeah, you
At that
turned it off.
I pulled up the Google tracker of the score. At that point, it was 71-45 when you asked me that. I pulled that up on my phone and went to do other stuff and watch my YouTube or whatever. Because I was like, in the day, I still want to see what the end score is. So I'm going to just leave this up over here, see what the end score is, because at least I'll be able to talk about that at that point. And then, I'm not going to lie, I wasn't seeing majority of y'all's messages. Like when you said they cut it to 15, I did not see that message. I didn't see the message until Daisy said they cut it to 4, and I was like, bullshit. I immediately thought Daisy was messing with me. I was like, there's no way they cut it to 4. No way. And at that point, I was like, well, they done brought the game back without me watching. I'm not turning the game on now.
Oh, my.
So I'm like, well.
Listen,
that's when a little bit of the superstition came in. I was like,
I'm glad they won, because if they would have fought all the way back and then still lost, I feel like that would have been more deflating than just being blown out.
Yeah, definitely.
So, question, can either of y'all explain what happened? Did the Spurs fall apart, or did the Knicks take some steroids during halftime or something? And what happened?
The Knicks, they started hitting their 3-point shots. That's one thing, because they weren't hitting a lot of 3-point shots to begin with. And then the Spurs started missing theirs. So then
kept shooting them.
Yeah, they kept shooting them, which is a dumb game plan. But it's a young team and a young coach. But still, that's a recipe for a loss right there.
That's what I was going to say. As much as this was a masterclass in coaching from Mike Brown, this really showed the inexperience of the Spurs team as a whole, and the inexperience of their coach. Because now at this point, I rewatched the whole game. I rewatched it at work today while I was working. I rewatched the whole game. Well, from the point that the lead that I saw, when it was 71-45. I started watching from that point. There was a point where the Knicks went on a 20-4 run. The coach didn't call a timeout at any point during this run. I was like, y'all can't hit nothing. Y'all are shooting early in the shot clock. Call a timeout.
That's that Popovich coaching, which it worked for Pop, but you're not Pop. Like, you need to, like, these are young players,
and your players are top bad. Yeah.
Like,
you got to calm them down.
At a certain point, you call that timeout, and you be like, all right, we need to stop shooting threes unless we're wide open, and get the ball into the paint. You get the ball into the paint, it opens up a lot of different avenues. You can get fouled.
Yeah.
They can crash the board. They can crash in and leave somebody open. You get the defense off like kilter just a little bit, and you start moving that ball. It's hard for the defense to catch up to the offense when the ball is moving. It's just, I feel like they got too stagnant in the way they played in the first half, and they thought it was going to continue. But it felt like they were playing to maintain a lead rather than kind of like pushing the lead forward. Like, they got kind of like, we just need to
complacent.
Yeah, we just need to kind of make sure they don't, like.
And so I'll say this, and usually my point of it when I say it is that, because I'm a very never take your foot off the gas type coach. But that's in a sense that we get in the lead, and it's like 8-10 to 15, somewhere around that range. Coaches start taking their foot off the gas a little bit, trying to slow up, run the clock and stuff in that point in time. And I'm like, play the same way you have for the rest of the game. But in this sense, where we're up 30, basically, you are now, there is no possible way you think you're going to continue shooting like this the rest of the game. Is it possible? Yes, but it's not as sustainable as people make it seem like. So you have to play out this shot clock. They were shooting with double digits on the shot clock every possession in that third quarter. And I was like, why are we shooting? Why y'all shooting the ball so early? Slow down. Y'all up 20 plus. Slow down. There's no reason to keep shooting right now, especially when y'all missing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where, like, especially when the game got close, like the inexperience, where they're young, the inexperience in not being able to close out games showed up heavy, because then you got Wemby missing 2 free throws. You got okay. Let me just I just want to say this. Dylan Harper is going to be a star.
Mm-hmm.
The second half of the game, or like the last like in the fourth quarter, majority of the fourth quarter, I don't think he really took any shots.
Yeah,
It's like they were playing through Fox in that fourth quarter, which was irritating because Dylan Harper was balling out there.
Yeah, and the thing is that you saw in the first 2 games that running that offense, that you basically needed both of them on the court running that offense. You saw that through the first 2 games. Third game, I thought they had to figure it out. And then this game, it got down to the wire, and they just said, "Oh, we're just gonna leave him. We're not gonna run no plays through." It was so confusing to me.
It's like the Knicks are just like, we're gonna allow you to run the play through Fox because it's predictable with Fox.
It really is not. I know the role he's trying to play on this team, but Fox is a fast player. I feel like sometimes he plays way too slow with the Spurs, which is why in the beginning, I didn't think he was a good fit for the Spurs anyway. When they signed him to that big contract, and one, he's the highest paid player on the team. When they signed him to that big contract, I was like, I don't know if this is the right move for y'all, because the way, especially at that point, because Pop was the coach, I was like, the way Fox plays don't necessarily fit completely in the Popovich system.
Oh no!
And he's been trying to play. He's trying to play to that level, to that speed and everything. That's not his game. Fox is a real fast player. He fast break out in transition, that type of thing. He don't play the way that they want him to play. So it makes no sense to run the offense through him in that point in the game.
Yeah, that's why I said, like, they should have ran through the offense through Wemby first and then Dylan Harper second.
Mm-hmm. Because that's who's killing, right? The hot hands of the series so far.
Yeah, it's so. The only thing with Harper is that he hasn't been hitting threes for the most. Like, whenever I see him shoot a 3, it's not going in. But he's getting to the paint. He's scoring in the paint.
Yeah,
like that's one thing that I haven't seen Fox do a lot of, is scoring in the paint.
In which that is more of his game anyway, but it's his game when he plays fast. He's playing slow. It's harder for him to get into the paint, because he's not like he's not a great change of speed guy. He's a great, I'm fast. That's what he got in the league. I'm faster than you. That's what he got in the league. That's how he got in the league. That's how he's been playing in the league. I'm faster than you. I'm going by you. And if I got to pass it out, I will, but I'm going to the basket or whatever. Now he's doing step back pull-ups and all this. I'm like, that ain't never been your game. That ain't been your game since you came from Kentucky. That's not been your game.
So, yeah, I wish that they would have Wemby more in the mid-range to post area instead of at the 3-point line a lot of the times.
Yeah.
Like, let someone else set that screen out there. Like, it doesn't always have to be Wimby.
Yeah.
Like, that pick and roll or pick and pop does not always need to be Wimby. I feel like sometimes coaches they're kind of stuck in a certain way of coaching, and I feel like you have someone that draws so much attention. Use this person as a decoy. Like Steph Curry is a great decoy because when he's running baseline to baseline, everybody's eyes are on him. So
Yeah.
so people are going to get open shots. Wimby, you have everyone looking at him if he catches that ball. So if you fake that, like some type of play where it looks like he's gonna get that ball, people are gonna look or gravitate towards him. Like it's gonna mess the defense up. But he doesn't have to be in that pick and roll every single time.
Yeah. And since we on the topic of Fox anyway, you know, Fox had a horrible last 4 minutes of the game. But I'm gonna just point out something. Well, one thing that wasn't really Fox's fault. So when I finally did turn back on the game, Daisy said they cut the score to 1. It was 104-103. As soon as I cut the game back on, Fox threw the ball to nobody, and that's when Josh Hart went down the court and smoked that layup.
Yeah.
That's literally the exact play that happened as soon as I turned the game back on. I was like, because as soon as he was running free, I was like, wow, they finna take the lead. He took the layup.
And that was another Wimby pick and roll. Like he got caught nowhere, like no man's land in the air. Because he didn't see that Wimby was rolling instead of popping. And he got caught in the air. He just threw it. He had to throw it away.
And that's the point of why, because everybody been stringing these players together and stringing, and putting that play into the De'Aaron Fox lowlights of that last bit of the game, is that Wimby, one, has been flaring out on that all series. He had been doing it the whole game. If you run this pick and roll, and I'm expecting you to flare, which you've been doing the entire time, I'm pulling those defenders towards me and passing the ball to you. The reason he got hung up in the air because he went up to pass it and was like, why do I see Wimby's back? And now I got to throw the ball somewhere because I'm in the air.
I would have thrown it towards the rim.
I don't know, something. You can't just lay it out there in no man's land. Like, you throw it across court and let the ball go out of bounds or something, because they lucked out that Josh Hart smoked the layup, but that should have been two easy points, and Nick should have been up at that point.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, everybody, that's when, because of his errors at the end of the game, everybody just compiled that in. I was like, honestly, I don't know what y'all wanted Fox to do right there. The play they in his head, like I said, Fox is a fast player. That's why I don't think he fits in the Spurs system anyway. He don't play slow enough to adjust to that. Whatever we're supposed to do, I'm moving at that speed, and this is what we're doing. No, if you don't flare out, now I'm hung up.
Like that play, I don't think it was his fault, because I think it was just a pure miscommunication on both of their parts, because like you said, Wimby normally goes out to pop on that, but this time he rolled to the basket.
Because I can't remember who at the top of the screen. First off, it was supposed to be a Wimby. It was supposed to be a Wimby flare out, because whoever was guarding him played drop coverage. The other defender came straight out at Fox. Wimby, you're not rolling towards him now. First off, Wimby turned his back completely on the play anyway. That's not that ain't how you really roll to the basket after a screen.
My only guess is that he was going in hopes of possibly getting the rebound.
Maybe he thought Fox was gonna shoot, but again, that not his game. So I don't know why he thought that, but it's just, I'm like, Wimby. That's a clear flare out play for Wimby to get that shot. Your defender that was guarding you before you set the screen dropped, which means nobody's on you, but that defender is now in the lane. Where are you rolling to? You've been flaring the whole game. Just flare out. He threw the ball in his back, and that's part of Fox's lowlights or whatever. And then we go a little bit on. After that, when he comes down, misses 2 free throws, and then I think Jalen Brunson gets a layup.
I think so.
Or a little floater or whatever it goes up to. That's when they got the lead. Should have went up 3. They didn't. They had stopped calling plays at that point. It was just get Brunson the ball and get out of the way. So they had an actual play call there. They would have went up 3, but they did not.
And then Fox did hit that 3-point shot.
Yeah, no. Fox did hit the 3 too, wasn't it? It was only the basket in the second half, but he did hit that 3.
Yeah, that's what put him up 1 point, right?
Well, that was what put him up. It put him up 104 to like 97 or something at that point. He hit that 3 like a good bit before Knicks closed the gap to get it within 1. Because they had 104 for a bit. Because right after Daisy told me about the 4 points, I looked at the score tracker. It went 102 to 95. Then the Knicks hit it too. It was 101. It was something like that. But that Fox 3 put them up like 6 or 7.
Okay.
So after that, you get the 2 Stephon Castle free throws because Josh Hart fell asleep. It was almost a low light section for Josh Hart because you smoke that layup, then you give up the back door on the rebound and foul him on the play because you have to. He knocks down the 2 free throws. Now the Spurs are back up. So it was almost low lights for Josh Hart at that point because I don't know where his brain went. 1, dunk the ball on the layup. Dunk the ball. You're 6'5", you can get up there and dunk. You grab a ton of rebounds, dunk the ball right there. And then I don't know, he got caught ball watching and fouled. So then at that point, I was like, the Spurs are gonna slip away and win this game or whatever. Then the biggest Fox lowlight of the game happened because no idea why you don't run that clock out. I was watching it. As soon as that ball shot out, I was like, oh, that's game over because Fox is faster than everybody on the court. I knew he was getting to the ball first. I just didn't expect him to try to lay the ball up also.
Like, he was saying that I think he said he wanted to try to get up 3, which, I mean, get fouled, hit the free throws. That's the easiest way to get up 3.
Yeah.
That way, you're actually you're taking time off the clock because you're fast and they're going to catch you like that. You can kill some time off that clock, at least a couple of seconds before they get to you. And then you're a solid free throw shooter. You would at least go up by 2, even if you miss 1.
Yeah. And even as part of that thinking, Fox to say that and still avoid the contact, which would have been a foul if he would have grabbed more contact, because technically some people watch players think it could have been a foul. But OG got all ball on the block. There was a lot of body contact. OG got all ball on the block. If you are playing in that scenario and your decision is to go for that layup, you got to get into his body. OG knocking me to the floor if I'm going up for that layup. I'm getting knocked all out to play if I go up for that. I'm going straight up into his body. His momentum is going to send me straight out of bounds.
Or dunk it. Why? You have all this momentum. Why are you going for a layup?
Well, see, the only reason I don't think he dunks that in that because he wouldn't have been able to get his footing right that quick. Because it was like he had overextended his speed a little bit to get to that ball first anyway. So by the time he got it, he was already a good step in the paint by the time he got the ball. Fox is explosive, but that would have been a hard get up for him.
I think I also think the issue is that he tried to create the contact as well.
But that's why I said if you're gonna do that, you got to pull a full OKC and sell it. He would at that point in the game, OG would have knocked me out like I had got hit by a truck. I'm not gonna lie. I would have sold that better than the soccer players if I'm going up for that.
Like I would have faked a layup and just ran straight under the rim and out.
Yeah. Because OG's going up to block it regardless. You keep running, he's just gonna fly at the backboard. Now you got a good 5 seconds over there with nobody over there because
it was
the rest of the Knicks were slow getting back.
It was 12 seconds left when he went for that layup. But yeah, I'm happy the Knicks won because it means that, you know, like the whole story around it is good. If they would have came all the way back and lost, it would have did so much more damage, like so much damage to their confidence.
Mm-hmm. But at the same time, that's why I feel like it was a masterclass of coaching from
Brown,
because I don't think he was really coaching to win that game. He was coaching to have his players still fight to make that game competitive so they could take that energy into the next game. Because there's two different types of getting blown out. There's a getting blown out where we're like, all right, that's a wrap. We lost and it's over with. We can go into the next game and try to regroup. And there's a getting blown out and we're like, we're probably going to lose this game. We're going to fight tooth and nail for the rest of this game to let them know that this was just some hot shooting night y'all had. And next game, y'all got to see us. That's how I feel like he was coaching. And then once it got close in that game, he was like, oh, well, I mean, we actually could win this game. They ain't stopped playing. Like, Spurs are missing all types of shots now. We might as well try to win it now.
Yeah, I saw a post saying like breaking news: man arrested for stealing $229 million from the San Antonio Spurs, and it's a picture of De'Aaron Fox.
They're on De'Aaron Fox heavy. I don't know if you know. I'm trying to figure out what his full name is, but he go by low on Legend of Winning. I think that's what his name is. Yeah. He was going ham on De'Aaron Fox last night. Like, you gotta watch that video afterwards to see just how bad he did De'Aaron Fox, because I was like, either he had money in the game or he just did not like De'Aaron Fox guts, because he was going stupid on De'Aaron Fox. And it started making me feel bad. I was like, I understand De'Aaron Fox messed up this game at the end of this, but y'all act like De'Aaron Fox was the reason they lost this game. He was not.
No, he was just like the cherry on top of why they lost. Like that, it was just like the ending. Like that ending just kind of made it. It put a lot on him, but it was a culmination of the whole team and the coaching just not being able to close out a game.
Yeah.
I saw Charles Barkley say this was the dumbest basketball team in history, and that used to be reserved for the Bucks. Like the way the Bucks used to play, he used to say that about the Bucks all the time. But I'm glad he got a new target.
And this is just such a bad way to lose a game.
I would feel so bad because you put all that energy and effort to get up big, and you didn't close it out.
And that's why I know at one point you had said, because like when the blowout was happening, you felt like this was a must win for the Knicks. This is the first basketball game I ever seen in the playoffs that the team that it looked like it was a must win for switched like 3 times throughout the game. Because at the beginning of it, no matter how you put it, nobody wants to go down 3-1 in the finals.
Well, when the game,
so in my head,
before the game, I was my whole thought process was, for the Knicks, it's a must win because now you're giving home court back to the Spurs.
Yeah.
But
and so in my take, I was like, nobody wants to go down 3-1.
Yeah, so it was. I feel like it was a must win on both sides, but I felt like to me it was more of a must win for the Knicks than the Spurs. Because if you get that home court back, then if you go to 7, Game 7 is in San Antonio.
Yeah,
where you're not going to have that crazy fan base behind you in the building.
Yeah,
it's going to be,
which means you have to win an extra game at this Spurs house. Yeah, no one can win without winning one Thursday. So I get that, and so that's why when it turned into a blowout, I was like, I was definitely feeling like, damn, this definitely feels like it was a must win for the Knicks. But as that game got close and I started watching, and the Spurs had a chance to win, I was like, Spurs, y'all have to win this game. This is a must win now because the just demoralized feeling y'all are going to have after this game, which I'm sure they have today, y'all are not going to be able to recover from this.
And the next game isn't until what?
Saturday.
So they got a couple days to let this sit and
I
ride.
got to sit and think on this for 2 whole days.
I know De'Aaron Fox locked this up in his hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way.
Also, the person that hit Wemby with the egg is a douchebag, but shouts out to you for that immaculate aim because he's 7'5". I was like, bro, how are you this accurate with that aim, bro?
Also, listen, when I say like, the fans should have a little bit more tact. It's not even that instance. There's like videos going around of just the Knicks fans beating up Spurs fans for no reason. I know you want to support your team, but you don't support them by beating up somebody or jumping somebody at that. Like there's a video of somebody they was recording this dude walking. He's all beat up and bloody, and they having him take his Spurs jersey off.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's a bad part of the Knicks fan base.
Like,
that
it makes the fan base look terrible.
Yeah, which you're not gonna get in many of the other fan bases unless their favorite player leaves them, like the Cavaliers. But so that's the crazy part because the fan base that y'all want to point a picture at is the fan base that was still sitting in that stadium for hours after that game had ended. Yeah. Even though everybody knows that the next game, you're trying to be the first one out the door, and they was not going anywhere. That's the fan base y'all want to highlight.
Can I say this? When it comes to Wemby and how he's defended, there's not a lot of people who can just kind of guard Wemby straight up, right? I feel like when they put small players on them, they let the small players get away with a lot when it comes to trying to guard Wemby. Like they had Alvarado on him a couple times, and they was letting Alvarado hold his leg and all this other stuff, and they didn't call a foul until he knocked Wemby over.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it should never have to get to that point before a foul is called. Like, there's like so much happening. Like, Wemby's he's just there, and he's getting grabbed and like pushed every which way, and it's like, why does he have to fall for something to get called? But also, I feel like as someone who's 7'5", you should not be letting nobody 6'6", 6'1". Jose Alvarado doesn't even look 6 feet. He looks like he's shorter than 6 feet.
No, he's shorter than Jalen Brunson, so he's definitely not 6 feet.
Like no one should be pushing you around like that.
Yeah, and so I can explain the foul calls because the refs over the years have been known to do this anyway. If the refs mess up calls anywhere, they're calling it different from that point on. Wemby should have been ejected last game.
No, I don't think it should have been ejected. It should have been a flagrant one.
It should have been a foul in general. Nothing was called.
It should have been a foul, but it should have been at least a flagrant one. Like the elbow to Naz Reid in that Minnesota game should have that
definitely was an ejection. That should have got him out.
That was the ejection. That should that's the one where that's where he did get ejected. That yes, but
the reason I say should have been ejected is because if you don't, especially if you don't call a foul and call a flagrant, stuff like what happened in this game where Mitchell Robinson elbowed him in the face. It was a clear elbow in the face running down the court. Mitchell Robinson should have been ejected for that elbow because that was a clear elbow to the face. But since we didn't call anything on Wemby last game, we now can eject you.
No, see,
And
I feel like in Game 3 when that happened, when he pushed Brunson down, I feel like it wasn't made that big of a deal because the Knicks players didn't make that big of a deal. Like they didn't. Like your star player just gets shoved to the ground, and no one goes to check Wemby.
And that's the point Draymond was making, and everybody tried to give him crap about it in the what's name, but he made a very valuable point.
Yeah,
we don't care.
That's with any team. Like if somebody does something to your star player, you have that person on the team that will walk up to that player and get in their face.
Yeah.
Minnesota, something happened to Ant. You got Jaden McDaniels. He's getting in somebody's face.
Because he don't need a reason.
Any of the three people on the Lakers, Reeves, LeBron, Luka, you got Vanderbilt, Marcus Smart, they're getting to somebody's face. Something happened to Giannis. Bobby Portis is in somebody's face. Like
Draymond said,
every team has that.
He said, I wish somebody would have pushed Curry in the back of the head to the ground. He said, I'm probably going to be out for the next game. I mean, for this game. Are they going to eject me? I'll be back for the next game, though. You're going to have to see me. That's what I was like.
Exactly. It's one of those things where it's like because the players on the team didn't make a big deal about it, the referees probably didn't make that big of a deal about it. But let a player get up into Wemby's face after that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you saw how it was in the Spurs Thunders game where they were getting chippy.
Yeah,
they started like they would either let it play, like let the hard fouls happen, or they was calling a much tighter game. But it's all based on the reaction of the players. If the players ain't reacting, hey, it's part of the game.
But yeah, even that sense, I just for the life of me don't see how they let that go without at least a common foul. I just don't see how they let that go.
No, it should have been called a foul, and if they would have called a foul, they would have looked at it for a hostile act.
That's what I said. Even if they didn't call a flagrant, and I'm like, bro, how do y'all not call a foul? I'm just confused. Like when I saw him, I was like, so we just playing on, and then like nothing happened. And like I can understand them being like, oh yeah, he's 7'5". Like if he push a player, he gonna push majority of these players in the back of the head. But I mean, also he still pushed the player. So even if you didn't call a flagrant, I'm like, everybody else gets a foul. Like, what are we doing here? But yeah, so that's why I think that's why I was feeling like they was letting a bunch of the stuff go in this game, because they let a bunch go in this game.
Yeah.
Wemby got called for a flagrant elbow that I don't feel like should have been a flagrant, but I feel like at that point they had decided the game was getting too chippy where it was at, and at that point it was still a 29-point game. Right after De'Aaron Fox hit a 3 to take that lead to 29, and from that point on, the Knicks came back in that game after that flagrant foul. And plus, also, I know the series is a little bit said over because y'all got to win 3 games in a row now, but you might want to settle down in the flagrants, bro. One more, the series is definitely over.
I feel like the Spurs are most likely winning this next game and then losing in. Yeah, so.
But the only thing about it is I feel like they got to shoot like they did in this game to win the next one, like in the first half.
They need Fox to come off the bench again. I would have kept him as that 6th man.
Yeah.
And then when he comes in, you leave him in with Harper.
Yeah.
Like don't sub for sub. Don't switch them out with each other.
And let them just drive the lane, because that's what Fox wants to do anyway. He's a driver. He's fast. He uses his speed to get to where he wants to go. So like, you bring him out with a second unit, you're less worried about us running this offense through a certain player. When Wemby's on the court, we're running this offense through Wemby. Fox has been the guy everywhere. This is his first year basically supposed to be playing second fiddle or whatever. So like
he's not even second fiddle anymore because that's
no.
Castle. That's Castle now.
And but that mainly happened because he got hurt in his playoffs because still leading into the playoffs and like through like the first couple series, Fox was still second fiddle.
Yeah.
Once he got hurt and they basically figured out how to play without him on the court again, it was wraps on the second fiddle. Now he's like fourth rung on this team.
You think they look for a trade this offseason?
Oh, definitely. Now, are they going to be able to get one? I doubt it because you're paying him $229. I don't know who's taking that for De'Aaron Fox. And De'Aaron Fox is not a bad player, but I'm just like, that's a lot of money for us to take in for De'Aaron Fox, especially with how y'all are dogging him now. If they want to be able to trade him this offseason, they better let him come out and drop 40 this next game. That's all I'm saying. They better hope he can drop a 40 ball because he needs something to not erase this because it won't be erased, but at least show a different talent because you got whole fan base and stuff. I'm like, man, we should just go with Dylan Harper, who's a rookie, or got Stephon Castle, all these other guards on the team we're talking about over De'Aaron Fox, and y'all want us to bring him in.
And that just shows you how good that shows you how good Harper has been, especially in these playoffs. That people are saying like they would rather have Dylan Harper start over Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember, like people were saying, like during last year during the offseason when they were saying like they should trade Giannis to the Spurs for that second pick, like to try to get the second pick to get Harper.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of like, I don't know about it, but now I see why. Because I didn't watch college basketball like that. Like, so I didn't know like how he played at Rutgers and stuff like that.
Yeah, Dylan Harper was a dog at Rutgers. He's another one that I saw firsthand in a game against Alabama. So I know he was a dog. And if it wasn't for some Mark Sears, Jalen Brunson-esque heroics from Mark Sears, we don't win that game because Dylan Harper was giving us the work. So,
which is funny because the Bucks, Mark Sears is on the Bucks. Well, he's a two-way player for the Bucks.
Yeah. And which, I'm not going to lie to you, he is such a Jalen Brunson-esque player. I've watching him for years.
He looks
small, the only thing about him is that he's a tad bit smaller than Jalen Brunson. And I mean by a tad bit, I mean like he may be an inch smaller than him.
Yeah, he's 6 feet.
Yeah, but that's with shoes on. Without shoes, he's under 6 foot. Jalen Brunson 6'1" with shoes on. He didn't learn it at Alabama because he had to take all the shots. And I mean, Jalen Brunson even does it sometimes at certain points. He doesn't know how not to shoot that bad shot. He will shoot a bad shot a good number of times in the game. Unless he's on, then every shot looks like a good shot. But if he ain't on, he's gonna take some bad shots because he's gonna be missing them. But it's like he trained under Jalen Brunson or something. He plays almost identical to him. But I forgot he was with the Bucks. He spent majority of the year in the G League, so I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he I honestly think if the Giannis move happens, because it's crazy too, because watching him at Alabama, Giannis is the perfect type player for him. He's literally like the top version of the forwards he wanted to have at Alabama. So But if you don't get enough opportunities to work with a guy, nobody can see how you work with that guy. Well, Jalen Brunson had similar issues coming in. Like he wasn't getting opportunities with the Mavericks at first until they had to give him opportunities because Luka got hurt. So that's the only reason he got that money. Matter of fact, the only reason he's in a Knicks jersey is because the Mavs didn't want to sign his extension.
You're right. And that was after a really good playoff series too.
Yeah. So after the playoff series, now he's worth more. When he wanted to do an extension before the season started, he tried to sign an extension. 4 years, only $55 million. That was what he wanted at that point. Mavs let that whole season run out, let him drop 30 plus, 40 plus in the series, and then they end up losing to the Warriors. And now you've scored him. Now he's like, well, I'm gonna get $25 million a year regardless. I can go anywhere. My dad just signed on to coach with the Knicks. I'm liking the Knicks. That was funny. So it was just another Mavs blunder. But yeah, though this game was outrageous, to say the least. I did not expect it. Even them coming from back 25 against the Cavs in the previous series, that was more expected than this coming back from 30 points. Because in that series, they literally just decided to let James Harden guard Jalen Brunson all night in the second half. It's crazy. This, I can't really. The only thing I can say is that the Spurs decided not to slow their offense down, and the Knicks started hitting shots. The Spurs had more turnovers in the second half than they had made field goals.
Yeah, that.
They had 10 turnovers the entire second half. They had 8 made field goals.
See,
the entire
when it's like that, that means that you need to start trying to get to the free throw line.
Yeah.
So you can start seeing that ball go through. Because if you start to get stagnant and the ball's not dropping, and you continue to keep shooting those bad shots or the shots that's not going in, 3-point shots, then it's going to continue. Like, go get fouled, watch the ball go through, break the steal, and then continue playing. But I feel like they should have just called a timeout, be like, Wemby, go ahead and get in the paint. Like I feel like his next evolution is going to be having a post up game.
Yeah.
Like he's too much of a finesse player. Like dribble, step back threes and stuff. As a 7-footer, that's all nice and stuff, but I need a post up game from him as well, especially when they got these small players on you.
Yeah, Wemby also, and now don't get me wrong, he's much more strong than he looks. He needs to put on some muscle, and I'm not saying he need to go through a Giannis transformation because that's gonna switch up his game completely. He needs to pick up some muscle on him, and part of the reason why Chet didn't do anything against him in the series is because Chet has no muscle himself. He's also a person who needs to pick up muscle. Wemby is not gonna have that solidified post game until he picks up that muscle.
See, he did on that Giannis regimen. And what's going on? What's going on in the chat? Yeah, you're a little late. We about almost an hour in.
Oh man! I said, who popped into the chat? I looked earlier. I ain't see nobody, so I can't get out of it. That's Will.
That's Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Will taking off the game where he said the series is over. So yeah.
We just talking about the travesty of last night, basically.
It was craziest game I've ever seen in my life. Too.
You've been keeping up.
I don't understand.
You've been keeping up with the games, Will? LeBron is over. basically, like I told Banana, I think they're gonna win game 5 in San Antonio. They'll probably win game 5 in San Antonio and then lose game 6. But if they somehow win game 5 and 6, it'll be very interesting in San Antonio.
Yeah, no. If Knicks can't let them win 2 games, they gotta close the series out Saturday or Monday. If they let that game go to, if they let this game series go to that before Juneteenth game, they're probably cooked. They gotta go ahead and close this out Saturday or Monday.
You think if they win game 5 is going 7? Well, game 5 is in San Antonio, so they should win that one. But game 6 going back to the MSG, I feel like, listen, if they do win game 5, well, okay, I think it depends on how they win game 5 for me to have confidence in them. If it's a close game, then they're not winning game 6. But if it's the game where they started out in game 4 where they just go off to the big lead and they continue to hold this lead and don't let them come back, then I'm like, okay. Then they figured something out and they figured out how to close games as a young team. But yeah, if they get up and they let the Knicks come back but they somehow win the game, then they're losing game 6.
And I'm gonna be completely honest. For New York City's sake, I hope they go ahead and close it out. If they close it out in New York, y'all might as well kiss the city goodbye. If they close out this finals in New York, the city's cooked, bro. The Ninja Turtles won't even be able to stop what's going to happen. Y'all better stop.
Get the Avengers out there.
The city is cooked if they take this back to MSG and win it there.
But no, I do agree with you, Will. Like, it should have been 3-1 Spurs, but Spurs not being able to close out games and just allowing the Knicks to stay around is killing them in every game.
Yeah. What's so crazy about it is who the Knicks have looked like this playoffs is what the Pacers looked like last year. I was so surprised by every comeback the Pacers made. I was like, bro, how do y'all keep letting them get away with this? The Spurs have been up every game this series.
That was like,
every single game.
That Pacers run was a magical run, though. Like, I don't know how they were doing it, but they were doing it.
Tyrese Halliburton played some of the best basketball I ever seen in playoffs, and I'm so upset that he tore his Achilles in that game 7 because I can't for full say that the Thunder would become champions if that don't happen. Because what if I can't say it?
No, I think Indiana probably would have won with the way they were playing, and we wouldn't be talking about no almost possible OKC dynasty at all.
Yeah, no.
Like, I would have been upset because I hate the Spurs. I mean, not Spurs, the Pacers.
Pacers, yeah.
But yeah.
Which, speaking of OKC dynasty talks and all the different shit, I honestly, and I might be in the minority on this, I feel like that's a wrap.
For the Thunder?
I feel like they had a very small window to win 2 and then possibly get to a third finals, and then maybe lose in that finals or whatever, and everybody still counts as a dynasty or whatever because they win 3 finals in a row. That window, I feel like, closed quickly unless they can string together some Spurs type magic and just stick around for years. But with the amount of money they got to pay some of these players, I don't see it happening. Because you can have to get ready to pay some of these folks, which means you can lose some of this core you got. That's the thing about young teams being this good. You won't have to start paying these players, and you can't keep all of them.
Yeah, because Chet's contract goes into effect next season, and then you got Jay Will. Is his contract already in effect? It might.
It might be.
It might be. Then you paying Shea, and then you got Hartenstein, who you probably not gonna keep.
Yeah, nah.
So that's another big. That was another reason, big reason of why y'all were so good as well. Because when Chet went out, Hartenstein came in and he held it down. And then you got Cason Wallace, you got Caruso. Somebody's gonna need to get paid.
Speaking of players going which ways and what ways, Will, I'm not gonna lie to you. You might as well get ready to do one of those meme handshakes with me when LeBron and Steph Curry join forces next year. All right, it's gonna be a melding of the packs. All right, there's no more hatred between the two of us. Everybody's on the same team at that point because the news I've seen today, and Shams didn't want to like full on co-sign it, but the Warriors in talks right now are making a play for Kawhi Leonard.
I saw
in a trade.
I did see that,
and still plan on trying to pick up LeBron in free agency. So that happens, you might well get ready to go and shake my hand, Will, because we're gonna go ahead and get these boys another ring and be out.
Listen, Bron is my guy. So if he went to the Warriors, I would root for the Warriors. Unless they play the Bucks, then y'all gotta lose.
Well, hey, we'll lose that one for you, Master. We'll get the ring regardless, but we'll lose one of the Bucks. I'll send in the note.
Listen, because it's always my thing. It's like I'm a Bron fan, so whatever team he's on, I'm like, hopefully they win. Unless they play the Bucks, then they just lose. But outside of that, hey, y'all ain't to win because I want Bron to get him another ring. But yeah.
I mean, because we know how much Steph got in the tank anyway. So.
Oh yeah, so I saw. Okay, there's a post saying that that Tyler Hero, his brother, posted something on Instagram, like he knew something about they were like a trade possibly happening to the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, if Tyler Hero has been talking to his brother about it, they must have been talking to Tyler about it up in Miami at some point about a possible trade. And he's probably already just got his mind made up that he's going to Milwaukee. Which I like Tyler. He's from here. Come home. If they get him, I don't want them to flip him because Tyler Hero, he's actually a really good player.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Unless that's not the route that you want to go, and you just want to just start fresh. But I don't like. You need at least one bona fide player on the team, and I think that's Tyler Hero. If you trade for him, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like the Heat is the only one that really has an offer out there for Giannis. Unless there's other teams in the mix that just hasn't said anything. But honestly, I feel like we're not going to know anything until the night of the draft.
I'm about to say, if Will Giannis goes to the Heat, I will definitely be back in Miami for a game. We passed by that Heat stadium over down there. I like, this would be nice to come to a game with the toxic Giannis possibly coming here. I'd definitely come back to watch Giannis play.
Oh, were y'all down in Miami when y'all went?
Well, we went to Fort Lauderdale, but Alex to Miami that Saturday, and went to this little bowling alley like right across the street from Heat Stadium. So
okay,
yeah.
But yeah, Giannis to the Heat. So I feel like it sounds good in theory, Giannis to the Heat. But he would basically be in the same situation that he would be in with Milwaukee, because if they're giving up assets to get him there,
especially an asset like Tyler Hero.
yeah. So they're gonna have to find a way to. That's why I said in the other pod, like they're gonna have to find a way to loop in a third team or something where they won't have to give up so many assets, and they can get assets from another team as well to send to the Bucks. In order for that to work out in a way where Giannis is not in a terrible situation.
Yeah.
Because right now the Bucks are screwed if Giannis decides to stay and then just leave when the contract is up, because we don't have any picks. You're gonna have to go off of free agency, which means that they're gonna have to overpay somebody because no one really wants to come to Milwaukee. But yeah. I mean, no, low-key, like my initial want was for Giannis to get traded to the Clippers, but the Clippers don't really have any assets to give up, because I feel like Giannis and Kawhi would be a good duo over there with Ty Lue as a coach.
Man, looks like we're gonna have some crazy stuff coming this summer, especially if the De'Aaron Fox sweepstakes start, because I definitely feel like they're gonna try to move him. Because if not, I mean,
listen,
what team? I feel like they have to.
What team needs a point guard though? Is the question.
Yeah.
I mean, Brooklyn could use the point guard, but they got the top 10 picks, so they're probably going to draft the point guard.
I mean, technically, there's a certain team out there that has been running with a player as their point, basically. That's not really a point guard.
Houston.
He's more of a shooting guard. And that's the well, them too, but I'm talking about the 76ers. Tyrese Maxey is not a point guard. But because of their team, he has to run point guard.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Houston and them having Amen Thompson as a point guard when he's like 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah, well, that's because Fred VanVleet was out, and I still think Fred got a bunch left in the tank to play solid. So, but I mean, at the same time, they could do a trading, because with how fast the Houston likes to play outside of Kevin Durant and his offense, it's not a bad move to trade Fred for De'Aaron Fox and some assets either way.
Yeah, I feel like Houston is really only missing a solid point guard. And like, yes, Fred VanVleet could provide that, but I feel like he's not as dynamic as De'Aaron Fox could be. Especially if you have someone like Amen Thompson who can run the floor with you.
Yeah.
That would be a crazy fast break duo right there.
Putting two of the fastest players in the NBA in the backcourt. Sounds kind of interesting to me. Sounds like me and Master should be in the front offices.
Well, see, I think Fred, he fits it to a certain extent as far as like being able to kind of control the offense and not have these bigs out there with the ball all the time.
Yeah. But to your point, Will, I do feel like Fred would fit a Spurs system much better.
No, yeah, for sure.
Because Fred is a more of a Tony Parker-esque guard. So I feel like he would fit that. I random thought just randomly just happened to me out of the blue. What the hell has happened to the sixth man of the year in this whole series? Keldon Johnson ain't did a goddamn thing. I just thought about that. I was like, wait. Did we give somebody sixth man of the year over there at the Spurs and he ain't done a lick of nothing this whole series?
Let me see. Let me check. You right.
I don't know where that thought just popped in from. I was like, Keldon Johnson, they did nothing this series.
Let's see his stats for the finals. Wow, that's terrible. He's averaging, well, as according to
5
Google
points.
AI,
Yeah,
it says
5 points, 2 rebounds.
Oh,
it says 3 points on yours.
yeah, it says 3 points and 2.5 rebounds across the opening 4 games of the series.
Oh, mine say 5 points. Oh, that might be. Oh, yeah, because mine does say through the first 3, so it went down
Yeah,
from the last.
He only had 2 points in game 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But with that being said, he has, for him being 6th man of the year, they've pretty much made him obsolete for the playoffs because he's been averaging around 17 minutes per game over the playoffs.
Yeah, but that's crazy to only be averaging 3 points. Like, you should be like, he should be that. Well, I mean, I don't know. I can't even explain it.
And much to that point, Mikal Bridges, you make too much damn money to do what you're doing in this series. I know we talked about you last just because of the way the game went yesterday. I'm gonna talk about you again. OG's finna take all of your shine. Because OG is doing partially what you're supposed to be doing. You begged and pleaded to see yourself in the Knicks jersey. You basically begged for this. And this is what you do. You bring it to the table in the finals again. In which I shouldn't even say again because I think he had an okay series against the Bucks in the finals. It wasn't nothing to just like call home about, but I think he had an okay series against the Bucks. But he ain't done nothing this series. I mean, he had that one game of 20. Hasn't been nothing else after that though.
Yeah, I feel like they're not getting much from their bench. Because if Keldon Johnson,
GTA. Oh, you talking about the Spurs bench?
Yeah, if Keldon Johnson averaging 3 points through the first 4 games, you got Carter Bryant averaging 0.5 points through the first 4 games, and then you got Champagnie averaging 10 points. They're not getting any value.
And he shot like butt in the second half. So that was the second. Champagnie shot like crap in the second half. But Champagnie technically a starter, so now he played bench minutes, but he a starter. He started every game in the series. So,
is he the one starting? Is it Devin Vassell that's coming off the bench right now? Or I mean, in game 4,
I believe that.
In game 4, didn't they have Fox and Harper starting, or did Harper come off the bench?
I still think Harper came off the bench. I'm pretty sure it was Fox. It was Fox, Castle, Vassell, Champagnie, and Wemby. At least that's the starting lineup I know I've been seeing. I can't remember if that was for game 4, but
yeah. See, I didn't watch the beginning of game 4, so I don't know. All I know is that I've seen a lot of Harper in the game. So, I mean, and he finished with 20. Okay, and here's the thing: he finished with 20 points in game 4, or 21 points, something like that, which tells me that he should have that ball in his hand more.
Yeah. There should have been at least a 30-point game from Dylan Harper in what stayed a blowout.
Yeah. Give OG that Andre Iguodala Finals MVP.
But that's what I saw talk about too. Because I was watching Jeff Teague after the game, and they were like, OG gets his Finals MVP right now. And in my head, so OG has done more in this series than what Iguodala did and got his.
Yeah.
Iguodala got his Finals MVP, averaged I think 12 points that series. And he got it because of his great defense he played on LeBron. And LeBron still averaged like 35.
Yeah.
For that series. So, I'm like, and Steph had that one bad game, but Steph averaged 26 in the series. So I was like, all right, this is crazy anyway. So they already shysted him on this.
Yeah, that was a crazy.
Jalen Brunson right now is averaging 30, but at least in this defense, while OG is also playing great defense, he also is averaging like 25 in the series. Now it's a 30-point game. It might be like around the 23 range or something like that. But at least he's over 20 points for the series. So you can make a case for him being Finals MVP as opposed to Andre Iguodala. I would have rather LeBron got that Finals MVP.
Well, OG's averaging just under 24 points, so 23.8 points.
Yeah.
So he's not like.
So that's why I said that's why I said I can understand his more because he has played excellent defense, and Brunson ain't got that end of the game.
So yeah.
So OG also has to lock down their best players while still giving 24 points a game because the other niggas aren't doing enough. And I'm sorry to everybody who I was saying Cat was looking like Finals MVP through the first two games because these two games in New York he ain't did a goddamn.
Well, on NBA.com, they got OG Anunoby at the top of the Finals MVP ladder.
And that's what, like I said, the last game, that's what it was looking like. So
they got Brunson number 4 behind Cat, Wemby, and yeah. So it's
now that's crazy.
OG, Cat, Wemby, Brunson. But technically, he's 3 since they got the lead. So
yeah, and I will say, Brunson did shoot like crap the first 3 games, but also he still dropped 30 and y'all won the first 2 games. So that's the part that be throwing me off about these Finals MVP sometimes. I'm like, because crap or no, take his 30 points away. We don't win these games. Take Brunson out of the situation. Stop him from getting double teamed off of pick and rolls. We're not winning these games. A lot of players aren't as open as they are. OG was shooting some open ass shots last night. Brunson was never open. So like that'd be my part of it too. I'm like, y'all gotta think about what these players are doing while having the most attention on their teams.
Yeah. It's just we'll see how game 5 is on Saturday. We'll see how that goes. Cause I feel like
Brunson, just come out and drop 40 plus. All right, you take your MVP back and be the golden child of the city that you are anyway, because the Knicks would still be cannon fodder without you there.
I need Wemby to come out and drop 45.
Wemby gotta have a 40.
He gotta have like a 40-point game or something.
I'm gonna tell him he can take it from LeBron. This is already a blemish on your GOAT status. Everybody's trying to self-proclaim you the GOAT this early in your career. It's already a blemish. Take it from LeBron. They will never let him live down that 11-point showing against the Mavericks. So
yeah, it's somebody. I think Wemby come out, drop 40. Let Harper play. Run the offense through Harper a little bit because he had 20 easy points. Well, I'm not gonna say easy, but he got his points without any issues.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Harper's points always look easy. I'm not gonna lie to you. So
I mean, I think that's just a product of him being actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a product of him being really good because he gets to the paint. It seems like it's automatic.
Yeah, it definitely does look like that. So I don't know. We will see though what happens for the rest of these games. Or game for now until see if the Spurs win this one or not.
But yeah. Well, I think that's a solid emergency pod.
Yeah, y'all got it all out of your system.
Listen, good thing we didn't do this last night because we would have been super late talking about this.
Yeah, I'm about to say we'll be up 2 o'clock right after the game, bro. I'm glad we let it die down a little bit. because I was in here talking to myself after the games.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they let that go.
Game just put me in a stupor the whole rest of the night. I was like, "There's no way this."
Yeah, like after they lost, I'm just like I didn't know what to say.
It's been a weird ass playoffs.
I mean, Daisy had to play by without the play-by-play, but she had you up to date with the scores whenever something happened.
So I wanted him to freaking turn the game on. That's all. That's all.
It took everything in me to actually turn that game on because I was going for it. And you said that one, I was like, nah, I guess see what happens. And as soon as I turned it on, Josh Hart smoked that love, and I was like, see, this is why I wasn't watching because now I feel like I'm janky.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so Daisy, Banner agrees with me that if the Knicks win, there's gonna be a lot of stuff on the news.
Oh yeah.
Can we just hope there's not?
But
why?
Daisy,
Why?
There's already been Knicks fans beating up Spurs fans in the street for no reason.
But why?
Daisy, they haven't won anything in 56 years.
What does that have to do with?
Knicks have always been the craziest fan base, and that's with them not winning. So they're gonna win something. You don't think it's gonna get outrageous if they actually win. Listen, what's so crazy is
everybody need to go get some good car insurance.
It's such a dangerous time, Daisy, that whether they win or lose, it's gonna be crazy in New York. Because if they lose, it's gonna be crazier.
So basically, no one should go outside.
Not if you're in New York.
Just stay home.
Unless you got the Ninja Turtles on hotline.
Yeah,
you got treated like the Purge.
That's crazy. I would never want to be in the Purge.
For the next 24 hours, stay at home, lock the doors.
That would be so scary. Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you, because one, I like a lot of their fan base that roams the street are young people. So from the ages, I'll even push the age to 30, because 30-year-olds will still do some wild. 30-year-olds will still do some wild things, especially if you start the ones that drink heavily. So I'll go from like 16 to 30 years old. Those are the Knicks fans that roam the streets. And the 21 to 30-year-olds are the Knicks fans that roam the bars. They're going to be drunk. They're going to be high. They're going to have weapons. It's going to be crazy.
All right.
No, literally. If the Knicks win, listen, if I was in New York and it was game 6 and it looked like the Knicks are winning, I'm leaving that bar early.
Right.
I'm heading home.
All right, guys. I'll holler at y'all. You guys stay for celebration? No.
You're gonna be
here. I'm going home to my family before I can.
Yes. Yes.
Probably hear gunshots in the air. Oh.
That's what to say.
Yeah. Just dip out early.
I'm going home to the wife and kids. Yeah, Banana, you're single. Shut up.
Listen, you don't need kids to value your life.
What to say? Get your extra motivation though. I don't need the motivation though. I like living.
You said if you had the bar during the game, you already too late. Probably. You probably not. Listen.
You might need to leave at half time.
Low key,
what's happening in the game?
Low key, you leave that bar, people probably start following you. Like it's like you about to start the march right away.
That's crazy. So you hear the saxophones while you're trying to get home.
Matter of fact, the safest place in New York is probably gonna be that stadium. If that game goes to game 6 in New York, the safest place is gonna be that stadium. But I was gonna stay there all night.
They're gonna have police and everything else.
Security's got to take me out.
That's crazy. Mm-mm.
Listen, I told you, Milwaukee. After Milwaukee won that championship, there was, I think, a couple people got shot that night. I feel like,
Milwaukee is Gotham in general,
but
so that's not
no,
surprising.
New York is going it's going to be a lot worse than that. Look, Milwaukee had the little deer district. They had one area where people gathered around. New York has. There's been watch parties in 5 different boroughs.
That's what I was going to say. Just think about this, Daisy. So I'm gonna put it this way, and then we can close out. Think about all the superhero shows and everything, right? If they don't have a fake made up city, where are they located?
You're right. You're right.
If they ain't got a Gotham or a Metropolis or anything like that, and Metropolis basically is based off of New York, so where are they located? They're in New York. That's where all the crime happens.
You know where most of the Marvel characters are? In New York.
That's what I'm saying. Gotham. Spider-Man delivers pizzas during the day and fights crime at night.
You got Daredevil out there. You got the Avengers Tower in New York. Basically, that's superhero central. If this was a comic book.
I don't like that. Help. Send help.
You don't need a National Guard out there.
And you can't drive nowhere. Everybody frustrated. I'm happy about the game, but I can't get nowhere without walking.
Right.
Oh, I'm pissed.
Yeah,
do not get in that subway.
I wouldn't even go to a bar to watch the game. I'd be at home. I watch by myself.
Yeah. It ain't worth it.
But yeah.
It's not worth it.
But okay, predictions, Banana. Before we close it out. I had the Spurs winning in 6, which obviously can't happen anymore.
Yeah.
So now I'm free to switch, but I'm gonna hold out strong. I'm gonna say Spurs in 7.
Spurs in 7. This will be the greatest prediction ever. But so where I'm not too different from you, I still got my same Knicks in 7.
Yeah, I'm still going with the Spurs. I feel like they've had all 4 games pretty much. There's a chance for they won game 3, but the first 2 games there was a chance for the Spurs to win. So it's like they're there. They're on the cusp of figuring it out. They won game 3.
You could technically say the Spurs have been the better team in every one of these games.
Yeah, they just can't close games out. And I think that's due to them being a young team. Because my biggest issue with the Bucks back in the day was they were too young. They didn't know how to close games out. So it's something where they're gonna have to figure it out. And I think that they've been close. Game 3, they figured it out. Game 4, it was just a lapse in just everything. But they were able to figure out that okay, we can get up to a big lead. So now game 5, I expect them to come out swinging until the final bell. But game 6 is gonna be the toughest game of the series. I mean, the closeout game is as hard as game, and right now the Knicks have 3 chances to close the game out. So,
I mean, all the pressure now is on the Knicks.
Yeah, to close the game
Spurs are playing with house money because Spurs we just gave it that big lead. We're down 3-1. Historically, we're not winning this series. We can just go out and play ball now. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. They have a little bit more freedom now. So yeah, we'll see. But all right, Daisy, I'm gonna let you close it out.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in for the Red Alert Emergency Cross Court Conversations podcast. I hope you're all caught up now and just join us next time as we coach from the couch, discuss the latest trends, and talk about what's going on in social media. As always, like and subscribe.
Also, if this game 5 ends the crazy way, we might be up here again.
I'm clipping your red alert later.
Please don't.